Today I'm going to be drawing these clouds as a fantasy map. So what I'm thinking for this cloud map is having the clouds themselves, which is these ones out here and these, be the land. And then the sky, which is also blue like water, would be like, it'd be the water. So that's probably what I'm gonna go with. Alright, so I'm gonna call this place Noirea. Something along those lines. And so I'm thinking of keeping the cloud kind of theme throughout the map. Not really sure how yet, but I know I want to. Somehow. This is not going to be even. Let's see here. Seven letters, so this one right here is the middle. Like that. Alright, Noirea. Noirea. Looks a little bit more like Noirea, and we can vibe with it. We'll call it Noirea. Let's see. Now we'll do a compass rose over here. And I was kind of thinking that I'd make it more cloud-like, like give it some cloud kind of vibes, maybe. So, start with a cloud. Should draw it out first, actually. All right. All right. We'll go with that. Alright, I am actually really happy with how that compass turned out. So, now I'll draw out the, yeah, so this is a little bit difficult. Here's my problem. So, I was gonna say I'm gonna erase all this stuff, but there's not a whole lot of space to put things on this map. So I should probably draw all the things I need pencil first, like my cities and names. At least I need to be sticking out over the edge. That's what I need to do, over the edge of the coastlines. So I'll put the capital like right there. And then we can put another little city here. And then one maybe over here. Now I need to come up with names. It's always the fun part, coming up with names. Alright, I'm back a few days later with names. I decided to take a break to think about names, and then that break turned into a few days over the weekend. So now we're back, and yeah, so for the capital, what we're going to do is I think I'm going to call it Calum, which is Latin for sky. I thought that would be cool for the capital city. I'm still not exactly 100% sure what I want to do for my other cities. I'm going to have at least these three. Yeah, I think just 3 would be good. Fine. I'll call this one over here. We'll call it, I don't know. I'm looking at the names of clouds, and I'm thinking cerusia. For that one. That looks pretty good, cerusia. And then for this one over here, we'll do I don't know, there's a few options. We could do something like Nimbia or Altona, maybe, or we'll call it Diluclium. Diluculum. There we go. And then I'm looking at the rest of the map and trying to decide roughly what I want to do. I think this is a great place to have some mountains coming down and a forest and some wildlands or something up there. There would definitely be mountains here, and then there are definitely mountains here, and then like forest over this way. I think this is going to be a plain of some sort. Mountains coming down, forest up here. Yeah. I'll call it the Auroran Plain. The Nimbian Mountains. I'm gonna erase these lines because I can't really see well. See how much space is actually between those. Alright, we'll have a little forest down here. And we'll call it... what should we call it? The Forest of Eros. There we go. Cumulin Road. Alright, that is all of our lettering done. We have it basically planned out, and then we can start inking in coastlines. Alright, wrong pen. So what I'm actually going to be doing for this map is something kind of new. I'm going to be doing a different what is it called? Coastline style. It's going to be different from my normal thing. I've done it before, but it's going to be new and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy it. Enjoy something, trying something new. We're not quite done with sketching yet. So Calum is probably, I don't know, it has like almost a heavenly kind of vibe in my opinion. So something like that, like some towers. It definitely has a giant gate, like a heavenly looking gate, something like it's a shining city essentially. Alright, we need to sharpen my pencil. Alright, make it as even as I can. And we'll add some of these. Alright, there's probably just a giant tower sticking up out of this. Like, oh yes, this sticks out a lot. And then it has like supports. I'm trying to model it off of Elysia from my map of Araceli. Right here. Because I thought that's just kind of how I want it, you know, like that's kind of how I think. So, essentially copy it, ish. Like kind of, but not really, you know. Oh, there we go. I think that's kind of cool. And then we can have these here and then like this. And there we go. That's maybe a bit too tall and everything, but it's, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. We'll go with it. Oh, no, I need to sketch out diluculum. There we go. Diluculum. That took me way too long to try and figure out. All right. Diluculum. I'm imagining more of like a flat city, kinda. Like, I don't know what that really means, honestly. But something more just like around a dome or something. With like this coming out like here. And then this. And then there are like windows all along here. And then we have like more windows along here or something. And then we have a big gate here, similar to Calum. And then just large arches or something. I don't know, something like that. We can have some little towers sticking up out of the distance. Like that. Yeah, I like that actually a lot. Alright, there's Diluculum. It's gonna take me forever to master that. I probably won't be able to say it by the end of the video, but we shall see, won't we? That's the fun part, you know? Alright, I'm looking at this here and I don't like these arches. What needs to happen is they need to be more like this. Yes, that is it. This probably needs to come out more actually, right here. There we go. That is looking 10 times better. Alright. Now we'll ink the circle for Calum. Might as well draw Calum while we're here too. I can almost bet you that when we get rid of these lines, the city will look very, or like once we erase these lines, the city will look very plain. It's always how it works. It's always funny to me. It's like you're drawing it with the pencil. It looks all great, and then you erase it and you're like, oh, I'll have to figure that out now. We have diluculum. There we go. I just had to say it slowly and I got it. Diluculum. Alright, cool. Now I can move on to the coastlines once again. After that distraction of names and stuff. I like these coastlines. These are really fun. They're very, I don't know, they just give really a good aesthetic to the map. Like, they just make it look like it's a cloud, you know? I mean, it's because it's a cloud. It is, that would be because it is a cloud, but you know, it just makes it look that little bit cooler, you know? I'm like pulling the whole map together. I hope that this map will look really good with the oh yeah, it should actually. Sorry, I keep thinking that I'm going with a different coastline style because there's like 3 or 4 that I know of that I will or have used before, and so just is a little bit off-putting because I keep thinking that I'm using one when I'm really using another. This other one will look super good, but it'll take a very, very long time, and I'm not looking forward to it taking a long time, but the end result will be definitely worth it if it turns out well, and it should. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find my pen. Oh, there it is. I am going to add the final touches to the cities, and so we can get those out of the way and start on the actual things of part of the map. So just some shading, essentially making it look better than it is looking right now. I'm gonna hold it in my hand to post on Instagram, or my camera. How would you like a video where the entire video is shot with me just holding the camera? I think that would be interesting. It would be a bit difficult. Or, you know what would be interesting? It would be a fully unedited video where I'm just holding the camera. And yeah. Let me know in the comments if you like that idea. Alright, there we go. There's our cloud. Alright, we're back on the stand now. And we can continue with like the main things, you know? If that, if that makes any sense. Alright, excuse me. So, I'm debating right now whether I want to do the roads first or the mountains first. But I feel like I want to do the mountains because the roads can just kind of go through the mountains without actually having to look like it. Like it can just kind of, I don't know. It's not really making any sense to me in words, but it is in thought. So, I will not try to explain what I'm thinking. Alright. I'm gonna make these mountains a bit softer, not extremely tall for the cloud map. I feel like since the clouds are pretty soft in the picture, I'm gonna make them, the mountains and maybe the forests and everything, pretty soft too. And what I mean by soft is not as pointy. For mountains, it's kind of, you can make it flatter and flatter or more dramatic. So I don't mean like round or anything by when I say soft, if you were wondering. Alright, so I might add some more mountains later on. Probably over there. but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm just gonna fill in everything else and decide when the time comes. So, what I'll do is I'll do the cumulum road here. Alright, so we have a problem. Over here in the forest of Eros, we could have the forest split into 2 sections so that the road could pass through. Or we could have it one large forest. Yeah, I think it would make more sense for it to be cut into 2 sections, so then you know that the road is going through. Because otherwise it would just be like 2 dots and you don't really know where it's going. Because I'm planning on having the forest pretty big like that. Alright, forest time. Alright, we're done with that forest there. So we can do some hills in here. I'm gonna actually sign it before I finish. This is normally what I do because because I don't leave space for my signature when I'm done. So gotta sign it before I forget. Alright, actually let's go back over here. And there are some hills that need to be here. You know what, I'll add the rest of everything over here. I'm just filling in all the empty places. Not making it too full though. You don't want to. That's one thing about mapping, is you don't want to make your maps extremely full and it's like, whoa, really hard to look at. And then down here we'll have some more hills and stuff. And then, I think the cumulum road can keep going northwards. There's probably a port over here. I have found recently that grass is actually not that bad of a filler for places. I thought that it looked a lot like really marshy and stuff, so I didn't really do it a whole lot a few months ago and before that, but then I started doing it recently, and it's like, oh, I think it looks really good. It's not like tons of hills, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Alright, let's finish up these internal islands and we're pretty much done. It's a really epic map though, and I'm very happy with it. So there's probably a whole bunch of roads over these islands. My guess is that the peoples of these islands are of Noirea. Started out in Kalem, and as the time went on, they moved from the big island to smaller islands, and then from the smaller islands to the mainlands, or the larger lands. I don't know what you would call them. But yeah. I wonder what's north. I don't know, I have an attraction to what is north of places. I don't know why. It's never, I wonder what's south. It's just always, I wonder what's north. It's a weird thing, and I've always wondered why I have a thing for the north lands, like Alaska, or Siberia, or Norway, or things like that. I just have like, oh, that's really cool. I like that. I wanna go there. I wanna explore those places. That would be really cool. If there's a psychologist who's watching my videos, first of all, hi. Second of all, maybe you could tell me why that is. That would be cool. Or maybe you just don't know at all, and I'm just rambling, you know. Alright, cool. There we go. There's Noirea. It is actually one of my favorite maps so far. It could have been less busy. I could have made these lines more spread out. I could have had more space around the compass. And I think I probably should have had the forest up over here to balance it out just a little bit more. But I think these lines balance it enough so that it's not too crazy. And then this is close enough to the middle label, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Here is my print of the clouds. And then there is the actual drawing. It looks a little bit different. I think these two islands should have been connected, probably. But I think it's really, really cool. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope to see you guys next week. See y'all later. Peace.